Hello ladies and gentlemen, what's up? I have some bad news to say. This is the phone I've been using to record a lot of my videos with, and it broke. And the reason why it broke was because I accidentally dropped it into water, and it was actually salt water, and I guess that's what killed it. And I actually had this, Nextbook 2-in-1 tablet. It was once rained on and submerged for 10 minutes. Somehow it survived, but I'm sure it survived because once it was rained on, I found out it's working, but then I dried up with a towel and I didn't open it for 3 days. I guess that's how it survived. Also, I once actually had this old phone. Yeah, it was an LG track phone. It was actually one my grandma once had, but she never used it, so I used it, although it was pretty bad and had no service. I once actually dropped that one in a lake, and it stayed in there for 4 seconds. I'm pretty sure that one survived, because, well, that was lake water, not salt water, which has a lot of germs. And also, track phones have that hard plastic screen and everything, and like a regular phone with the glass screen. And as you can see, this is the phone. It's plugged in right now. I'm gonna hold the power button. Of course, it's not turning on, which is really sad. And this phone had a really good camera with it. Now I have to use this one, which you can tell is worse. This is a Samsung Galaxy J3 Achieve. This was actually This is actually one that my grandma also once had, but she accidentally got crushed in a recliner. Like, one part of the screen is cracked badly, and sadly it doesn't have a case, unlike this one. And yes, it had a case. It doesn't have a single crack. And it was a really good case. Like, I dropped on the ground at least 35 times, mostly on tile or concrete floor on the corner, but that case was just so good. And my dad has the same exact model of this phone. Now he uses that case because, well, he didn't have one. And there was a big crack on his screen. Nearly as bad as the one that, it's the phone I'm recording with. And then, also, this is my laptop. It broke. Like, here's what it has. Wait, oh, its battery's dead, guys. But anyway, have you seen one of those images of a screen that's completely broken? Well, one of those is exactly what was here. But the reason why this one broke, well, I took this around with me a lot, about as much as my phone. And I guess you're not really supposed to take these things around with you, and they have a pretty weak structure. Like the way laptops have these hinges, and the fact that this is only a $200 laptop. Yeah. And basically, once I lost it, and somehow I found it under my bed, but then when I opened it up, I noticed that a corner of the screen was broken. And that was pretty bad, but I could still use it. Like, it was the corner. I almost only used it for the internet, and you know how you can shrink a web page? I did that every time. And also, after that, it was kind of delicate, like its structure was worse. Once like electronic gets damaged, its structure is more weak. Yeah, once I had it and I actually pushed the screen out like by the side, it was too tempting, but that made it grow like 1.5 times larger, which was pretty bad news for me. And then there's this one time it was turning on about 3 weeks later. I kept pushing on the screen a few other times, and it got so much worse. It grew massive. 40% of my screen was covered, and I was sure my laptop would be done for soon. I found out that on this video, I heard that you can actually fix broken and dead pixels with it. Like, it's just a bunch of flashing colors for 24 hours. It didn't really fix it, which was the problem, which makes sense, because I guess it only worked for maybe a few pixels that broke from nothing. But if it's most of the screen from taking bad care of it, yeah, it's no hope. And one time, I opened it again. What's strange is that somehow it was mostly white, but then it turned black, like all the broken pixels. And then later after that, I was pushing under the screen. I couldn't help it, and almost all of the screen was gone. Like now there was just this one line left. And then maybe 2 days later, the entire thing, the screen, was completely broken. And there's no way this thing can be repaired. And surprisingly, both these broke in the same week. And the only electronic I've ever had that broke in the past was an Amazon Kindle. And it broke because I also didn't take good care of that one. I'd say most of it was from this time I picked up from the floor. It had this big crack on it and part of its pixels were broken. Usually the pixels only break if it's like in really bad condition. And I'm guessing someone stepped on it if it was that bad. Ugh. And then later when I had that tablet, it later broke because like I once actually dropped it down the stairs. The stairs did have carpet, but that was pretty bad. It didn't have a case. And then it grew, like the broken pixels it had. And then one day I picked something up, but both my hands were full, so I dropped something on accident. It was my tablet. And then when I did this, almost the entire screen was broken. Actually, like a month after that, I could slightly use it because I could slightly see the screen. But it was kind of hopeless. I have another one right now. It's over here. It has a protective case, but what's bad is that it's not a very good protective case. It barely protects it. Like, once I actually dropped on concrete onto its corner, and it's still got these two cracks, and I know you can't see them. This isn't a good camera. So now I have to record with this phone since this thing is broken, which really sucks. And I'm really hoping that I can get another phone for this Christmas, because if I don't, then I'm gonna have to deal with this camera. Using this camera will definitely lower my chances of getting at least 1,000 subscribers in the future. Because I have never seen a large YouTuber using such a bad camera. Anyway, oh. I'm also trying to get a new laptop for Christmas. And I really hope I do, because if I don't get a laptop, well, there's nothing to do. Like, if I don't get a phone this Christmas, I'm gonna have to use this thing. And this thing doesn't even have a case. And its screen is pretty badly cracked. So if I have to get left with this, I better take really good care of it. Because I would not want this phone to be breaking. Also, this is the phone I use to edit my videos. And if this one breaks, it won't be able to edit my videos, which will really, really lower the chance of me getting at least 1,000 subscribers in the future. Anyway, that's all I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I make videos at least once a month. They're pretty good. You should check them out. And also, make sure to comment below. Yeah, and when you subscribe, be sure to turn on the bell, or you may not get the notifications of all the videos I make. Bye, guys. I will see you in the next video.